to schedule, schedule interviews.
I agree.
To get this behind us and done.
To be done?
You've been dallying long enough.
Did you make copies of the applications for?
So Bill,
I did, I put them in your folders. I brought my copy with me tonight.
well, in the meantime, why don't you make a motion?
I don't have one. The one Doug has, I don't have. Go ahead.
We need a motion to extend the interim zoning inspector until June first.
We'll go ahead and step up.
Are we gonna have enough time to interview and appoint by June first?
Well, it's 2 weeks, I would hope we can get it done.
We can fit that in on the 23rd of November.
Okay.
We do start at 23rd at 6 o'clock, push the department heads back till 6:30, 7 o'clock. Or we wanna start the interviews at 5.
5:30.
That'll be executive session. Interviews? Interviews, executive session?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, why don't we back the 23rd meeting up to 5:30? Arrange for the interviews. And I'll make a motion to extend, Jennifer Kuzmarek as the interim zoning inspector, effective immediately until June 1st.
So moved.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Yes.
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 I don't think it was.
I never heard a second.
No,
Did you
it was
second it?
Rex did.
No, I said moved.
Okay, he moved it. I need a second on it for the vote.
I'll tell you that. I'll second.
Yeah, I thought you moved it and Rex seconded.
No, I said it,
Okay.
Rex moved it. Bill
I'll
seconded it,
second it.
unanimous vote.
Who's on first? Come on now.
Alright,
So we got this now?
we got it.
Okay.
A little slow, but we got it.
Any
Yes,
else,
yes.
fellas, that you'd like to,
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine, go. No, I'm good, go ahead, and I'll just give him the floor.
okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn it over to, anybody that's got comments from the floor, please raise your hand, state your name and address, and, let us have it. Go ahead.
Mike 80, trying to get an address. So, we bought
What's your address now?
6591 North Park Avenue. We bought the property at the dead end of Schaefer Road about a year and a half ago. We've been trying and running in circles, trying to get an address for it. Rhonda had given us paperwork to fill out and bring back for an easement. Or a variance, I believe a variance. For improper lot size. Well, Schaefer Road ends, County Road 209 begins, but it's not an improved road, I guess. But as far as our property pins layout, our property pins are actually in the bike trail. Always have been. The bike trail and the railway is an easement. So technically, if that road easement's 70 feet wide, there's our 70 feet. I don't see how we should file out a variance for an improper sized lot on 118 acres to build a house.
What's so improper about it?
Should be 119.
Yeah.
You need 118 acres.
Right. I felt just short. The whole thing's been a frontage battle, but, I mean, technically,
Doesn't some of that lot actually have frontage on improved Schaefer South?
no.
No.
No,
because the
it
bike
comes
trail
to,
comes through,
it comes to the side of the bike trail
right?
on Schaefer Road South, but the problem with it is because the railway never technically
I got you.
abandoned it, they still have a legal easement across it.
Yep.
But still rightfully, it is frontage.
So that property comes out to the rail,
Right,
and the rail comes through the funny angle with Schaefer.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Remember
the railroad never abandoned it, so
No,
the bike
the-
trail is essentially on railroad property?
Yes, it's leased to Metro Parks for $1 a year, from what we understand.
We've also ran into that issue with getting power. Cause it has to go through the railway division for easements
they're all
and
built.
that.
I thought Ohio Edison,
Ohio Edison solved the power problem
Okay.
themselves.
because
But-
that road's actually called Sunny something, isn't it?
Sunnyside Drive.
Sunnyside Drive.
But, I mean, since
That's
nobody
the
has
road not
acknowledged it
recognized
and
by
give us
champions.
frontage and an address on it, that's why it's always been
Railroad
gated.
charge you at least to push your electric and utilities under there right away?
They have regulations that you have to follow to get for Ohio Edison to go across it. So that's been a year-long battle from the railroad through Metro Parks
I've talked to 'em.
to Ohio Edison.
Yep.
It's been an adventure.
How do you have it solved though?
Ohio Edison does.
Oh,
As far as the address or anything, nobody can come up with.
yeah, we don't, yeah.
Trumbull County,
So all you're asking for this evening, you want to get an address?
yep, so I can build a new house and pay taxes.
That's what we want.
So they're gonna need a variance because they don't have frontage on an improved road. It's county, accepted county spec. Is what I'm reading in the zoning. Look, once again, I'm a zoning guy, so you know.
The county told me
I don't know if you've heard that before.
I heard that before from
Okay.
Jennifer.
The county kinda told us that it was at your guys' discretion whether Sunnyside Drive was approved for a single address or not.
Yeah, I talked to the county about it too.
As per you guys make all decisions on addresses, so.
You said you talked to him, Sean?
Yeah, when I was talking to Ohio Edison, Ohio Edison, we were talking to the county about getting their poles to get electric and how they were gonna come up with the address in the county. That's
So
pretty much.
when you come off of Schaefer South, you're kinda
You run
going
straight.
right up the
Right,
road,
yep, that's
right,
it.
and then you're at that property, right?
Yep.
I pulled in there the other day to see if.
Grandpa Al used to let me hunt
Yes.
that. I shot my first turkey there.
Right.
I know that property well, so yeah, I don't.
Oh,
From
back there the
Schaefer
other day,
South,
to see if
that's,
the electrical started and
Right.
turn around by your equipment right there.
Yep.
Yeah, you probably seen me, cause that,
Oh, yeah.
Your
Yeah.
cameras there, yeah.
yeah, I always,
so,
Be
once in a
surprised.
while I go back there to see if they're doing anything, with like, no
Right.
electric yet, what?
Yeah.
We do too.
We have little stakes. That's all we got.
I guess that would depend on safety services, right? I mean, can we get a fire truck in there? Can we get a plow truck in there? And I think,
Oh, the whole road's fixed up, yeah, it's, yeah.
I got
by
over,
memory, it's.
I haven't been past,
I got over 80 grand in that
Equipment,
in the last year,
but-
so.
you can see clear down it now, yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
I would probably recommend filing a variance.
Okay.
Where's your brother when we need him? West Virginia, huh?
Yeah, he's in West Virginia.
Who else? From them, talk.
That Sunnyfield that you're talking about, the Sunnyfield?
Sunnyside.
Sunnyside.
Sunnyside, does that come off of Champion Street?
So, yeah, there's
Golf
two
course
sides
that's
to
supposed
it.
to go all the way through?
The north side by me is called Sunnyside Drive North or 209A. And then the south side of it is Sunnyside Drive South or 209B.
And that runs right up next to Northfield Golf Course.
Yes.
On the north side, Doc Sherrick used to live up there.
So the road is actually currently split ownership between me and the golf course. The county has an easement down it, which Karen's as a road, but
Right. And then it actually, did it not jump across Champion Street also and go south a little
I
ways?
think it did at one point.
The guy that had the convenience store in Champion for a while, Neil,
Yep.
had a house up there off of that side of it, yeah.
There's Woodside on the other side.
Yeah, Woodland Road.
Yeah, Woodland is
Next to it,
down a little bit further,
Mhm.
yes.
it's, like where Balut and them live.
Yeah,
Woodland, what's it?
Woodland Grove.
Woodland Grove, yes. Well, give me a day or so.
Okay.
There's a couple guys on zoning I need to talk to, and unfortunately I couldn't get a hold of them. Seems as one of them has left the state for a minute.
He might be back.
What's that?
He might be back.
I'll try them in the morning. At least give you some direction. I hate to tell you to go file a variance, cause they're gonna charge you to do that, just so you know.
Right, yeah, that's fine,
I don't wanna give you bad advice.
as long as we get somewhere,
I-
any advice. is
I
okay.
find it hard to believe that we prevent construction of somebody that's 118 acres.
Not to mention, we're building a 4,900 square foot house, it's not
Wow.
like it's a little
Yeah, it's-
800 square foot shoebox.
I think you probably should build something a little bigger, that sounds pretty small to me.
Well,
Because you're never gonna
Sounds
get
like
old.
so much
right,
money.
I gotta build the main floor big enough that I can stay on it and not have
There
to
you
go
go.
upstairs.
We'll send the kids upstairs.
You might wanna get a title search on that property.
Yeah,
Is there anything there as far as easement granted to Atlas Energy to get back to the municipal?
yeah, they have
That
an
was-
easement.
You might be able to
Which,
piggyback off of that.
which sold out, and I believe the easement reverts to us.
Yeah, they don't have it anymore.
We have a lot of goofy stuff going on with those wells. So in our contract, it states that if they don't service the wells for over 18 months, they revert back to the landowner. Well, I haven't serviced those wells in like 2 years now. So they've been shut off. But Diversified Well Company won't answer the phone anymore. Yeah, I don't, if we could do that, that would be great.
Yeah, you might be able to turn that into a quitclaim deed.
Yeah, cause there's actually 2 easements that cross the bike trail there and go back into our property, and one is for the gas wells, and one is for the main line for AT&T that crosses, that runs in line with 305.
And it goes north and south. I'm not
Or
sure.
east and west, yeah.
Correct, cause it comes on our property and goes.
Yep.
That fiber optic
No
line?
longer
Yeah,
exists.
yeah, and it's huge.
Yeah.
There's a guy down there that, we definitely need zoning. Go on down there and take a look at that. Somebody moved in a real nice shipping container. And I don't think they have a wood burn, but they got a lot of wood piled up there.
Got a nice little pond too.
You seen that?
Yeah.
That's a,
We have
that's a
one.
road department issue that needs addressed down there too. I think
A big sinkhole.
he filled over top of his
Is it a
ditch
storage
pipe.
container?
And now our dump trucks are blowing the road out where we're coming up over the bike trail.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to rain. Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I gotta get there when it
It's a
rains.
storage container or a shipping?
That's what I was gonna say, even if we get an approval, like I have catch basins laying around, we'll drop the catch basin in, I don't care. I just,
Yeah.
we're gonna end up ripping the front end out of a truck or something coming back in there.
Yeah, 'cause
Alright,
he's-
yeah, so give me a day or so.
Yeah, I'll give you a
What's-
call.
What's a good phone number for you?
330-610-5665.
He's not a zoning man.
I don't know if anyone told you that, but I'm on.
Yeah, I kinda caught that.
I'll look into that.
Alright, I appreciate it.
And, Bam, is there anything you'd like to say? I see we're opening our book, nope.
I think the only easement copy I don't have is the one for the gas.
But we have all the
And
original
I
paperwork
have
from when
The
You might
original,
wanna
wells
take a
were
look
put
at
in
it and
Yeah.
everything.
that might
I've also
be-
got the
we can
original
check it out.
plat map there.
Or something like that. Mr. Ladner, floor is all yours.
Jim
Can I
Ladner,
get your-
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, can I get your first name since you?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie?
Yes.
Sorry, Jim, go ahead.
You're good.
1025 Prentice.
Right, Jim Ladner, 1025 Prentice. I wasn't gonna ask anything, but the zoning has me concerned. So how long have we been without an acting zoning inspector, Mr. Chairman?
An acting zoning?
Well, how long has Jennifer Kuzmeric not been in the role?
It ended the 13th.
2 days.
2 days.
Just 2 days? Okay, thank you.
We had hoped to have this accomplished, but the resumes and applications for that came in very slowly. So we had word from people that they were coming, they wanted to do this, and kinda took an extra week and a half, 2 weeks to get everybody that said they were interested to bring a resume up, so it slowed us down a little bit, but it's gotta be addressed, it's gotta be taken care of pretty much immediately. I'd be good calling people right now and interviewing them and putting a nail in this and being done with it, 'cause I'm tired of the daily thrashing of zoning.
Me too.
You too, yeah.
Called you the other day, what's going on?
I'm just gonna start eating some fun chips zoning. No, you can't do it, you would know what you want, no.
Is Tim your dad?
Yeah,
How's he doing?
I worked with
You
him.
can't look at it.
pretty good.
Yeah, he looks like the
They
same.
look identical.
He's in the retired life.
They look like you talk
Really?
like.
Everything's the same.
He's, I think he's actually part-time over at the fair now, more than
I'll
anything.
never forget, he was putting in a sanitary sewer, and I was out there inspecting, and I had another guy with me. And he got wind that this other guy was scared of snakes. Well, wouldn't you know it, he found one.
Go fair.
And he threw it at him. Oh,
That was my childhood.
Hilarious.
I was afraid of him, he wasn't.
That sounds like something he would do, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Still does.
I'm sure he's ordinary.
It only gets worse with age.
Can't get worse.
Oh, yeah, it does.
He cares a lot less now than he ever did before.
He still have his cars?
No,
No?
just a Mustang.
Yeah. I know he was in the burning up Airport Road.
Oh, yeah. I used to be too, but
Yeah,
grew out of that one, I guess.
okay.
So do you have anything this evening? No?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, we don't have anything else to discuss, gentlemen?
Very good. Excuse me.
Wanna did, but I don't. Because apparently I didn't bring it, so I'm good.
This, motion for the Sedgwick, you want me to get hold of them, tell me when to renew that for that amount?
If somebody's gonna call them, if you wanna take that,
No, I don't want to, but nobody else offered, so I will.
okay.
6,000.
I'll take it zoning.
That's a fair trade.
Nah.
So I'll get hold of Sedgwick tomorrow
And
and,
they're gonna take care of the paperwork. Talking about the-
sorry, Rich.
Isn't there some paperwork that they need from us too?
That's that,
Okay,
there's something else,
yeah.
her
Are you-
paperwork.
Are you gonna be in the office tomorrow, Courtney?
I wasn't planning on it. Jennifer will be. What
Will
do you
she
need?
be able to find the, zoning variance for Brookside? So I can get
She's
that
on
out?
the appeals board, so I would think she would know the answer for sure, and if she doesn't have the minutes from Bob, she could get a hold of him.
You know, we got a guy that actually wants to pay for his own demolition in town, we're stalling it by having what he needs, it's kinda crazy. So, okay, well, do you know what time she's planning on being there? Any idea?
Her hours supposed to be 8:30 to 4, zoning starts
She's
at
back in
10.
zoning again, so she can,
Yeah,
alright, I'll go up there in the morning, get that taken care of for I had her application in my hand,
mhm. You didn't bring it?
is that it there?
No, these are the other ones. I didn't know if you guys had wanted to go over these
No, but if
in
you could make
executive, or if
copies.
you wanted to, they're up there in your folders.
They're in our folders, okay, I will, I thought I had it, but realize I don't, so, but I do have it in my possession, so I'll make sure you get a copy of that here in the next couple of days. And, I'll drop it off, put it in the mailbox here. Yeah.
I have a question, Jim. Do you know if CYSL and the traveling have resolved their differences?
He's putting everything back down.
I'm not sure.
I talked to her.
Best way to, I don't think so.
Are they
I know they
working?
met a week and a half ago.
I talked to Adam and I talked to Ron and,
Was that after that meeting?
no, it was before the meeting and it didn't, I just like, you guys need to figure it out and, so they were having a meeting on Saturday night,
This coming?
no, whenever it was.
It was Monday.
Oh, Monday,
It was
at Panera, and I don't know what happened, I haven't talked to him.
Well, I don't think that went great.
Very well.
Yeah, just from some chatter I picked up, only from one side, so.
Which one side of the story you didn't think?
I'm not gonna, get into that.
Well, I was a little disappointed in the way it was presented on Facebook. It was almost as if, the traveling organization, took quasi credit for what was accomplished at those fields down there.
Yeah, I wasn't
Thought it would have been done a little,
Well, there's some digging, no pun intended here, with the dirt, but there's digging in from both sides and. Yeah, I heard from one side it wasn't great, it didn't go well, but I don't know of any,
you know what I don't understand, last year, they got along, okay? But they allowed the traveling players to play CYSL. From what I understand, that's essentially not an option now. That if you want traveling, you're not playing in CYSL, which, when I was president, we had the same setup. In fact, I coached a traveling team and CYSL teams, and, the kids played both. Kids played both. And
Yeah.
why they can't agree to
well,
this-
was CYSL 16 games season, cause that's what it is now.
CYSO, yeah, it was, well,
So, yeah, I mean, the issues are they're expanding the travel, they're adding 2 new teams, so there was 2 before, U15 and U12 boys teams, now they're adding 2 girls teams.
So it'll be
U15, U12, so they're doubling.
16 games on our fields.
Well, no, the travel team plays an 8-game season, there would only be really 4 home games.
Yeah,
But CYSL, yes, that's a 16 game, unless that's changed, I don't know. You'd have to ask Adam or Jamie or from the CYSL board. But I think it's gonna be a 16 game season again. It's just that the futures is what they're calling themselves. They've been doing this for a few years, you saw, Mike Chapin was here and you saw Ron, you talked to Ron. They're expanding it. Adam is concerned that if you're gonna take like 70-some kids out of, there's other things too to go along with it, so I don't really wanna speak for anybody, but from what I understand, I don't know if it's in a good place.
But there shouldn't be an option of you either do this or do that, you should be able to do both.
Yeah, well, I think the kids can do both, but I think what Futures, and again, I don't speak for them,
Yeah.
but the Future's saying, well, you shouldn't have to play for both. If you wanna play for us, great, you wanna just play for CYSL, great, but you shouldn't have to do both, whereas Adam Miller is saying, would prefer.
Yeah, I had this conversation with Adam. I don't think they realize that you need the higher end players, interspersed with the teams at CYSL. Because Jack, you'll agree with me on this. You have those kids that want to see that level of play of that better kid, and they strive towards that. And also, if you alienate a bunch of kids to be travel only, once they get to be freshmen, and then the seeded players from CYSL comes up and mingles, there is that animosity and looking down the nose at those kids like, well, we play travel ball and you just stepping up by CYSL, and it does
Yeah.
champion soccer absolutely no good by having that mindset.
There's also the argument too that says, with this travel, girls are playing with girls, boys are playing with boys, as opposed to the way youth soccer is. I mean, it's co-ed all the way through U13. So there's a lot of different prevailing arguments, and a lot of different, but you would have to ask them, those 2 groups directly, I don't.
Yeah,
I have friends on
How do-
both sides, and I just,
How does how does the insurance work? CYSL has the insurance policy. And if YSYL players can't play for CYSL,
Well, it's not,
then how are they insured?
it's not,
It's not hard to get supplemental insurance as a travel organization.
Cause you don't leave, they're insured through
Like $100 a
CYSL,
year.
right?
yeah, it's not that they can't play, it's that they shouldn't, the futures organization is saying they should not be mandated to play both. And I don't think they are this year, I think, again, I don't wanna speak for either
Yeah,
side.
we
but-
don't put you in the spot.
Well, he did already, I'm trying, can you tell I'm trying to weasel through, I'm trying to weasel, cause I know it's on camera, I'm trying to weasel through, I'm gonna get text or something.
That's your ladder.
What the hell's your problem? You know, I just
I
know it's
understand,
annoying.
you know, and I don't mean, I
You're
don't
gonna be
mean,
hit so well, like, by the end of the week.
You're not playing in either league when you're done.
This would be like zoning, you know?
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I can envision, once it's time for things to get moving, it's gonna be dropped on this board's lap, which, by the way, I think is very unfair, on what needs to be done. And I just thought you had to update that, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I hate to inject myself into it, but, I mean, I know both parties. I mean, I can find out, and, you know.
Well,
I got, like I said, I just got a little bit of information about how that went at Panera, and it wasn't really great, but I don't think that Adams, I think you're gonna be able to either do